good, y'all? Michael here today with another video. Listen, before we begin, I want to say shout out to the Bears for doing the right thing and starting Justin Fields. Part of my mind was like, it wouldn't shock me if Matt Nagy said that we're gonna start Nick Foles because of development reasons. But I want to say shout out to the Bears for doing the right thing and starting Justin Fields because Andy Dalton is on IR for the month. So shout out to the Bears and shout out to Matt Nagy too for making the right call. I think it's I'll tell you this about why I deleted my why I didn't like Justin Fields. Okay, I'm still buying into the Ohio State quarterbacks do not succeed in the NFL. A part of me thought his hype was kind of similar to when Redskins thought Dwayne Haskins was the future because he had two good games against the Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. So when it comes down to Fields, is like, can you live up to your expectations? Because the Ohio State quarterbacks before you folded like hot laundry. And I'm not trying to say that Justin Fields is similar to what Dwayne Haskins is. I'm just putting myself in the same situation in as most of the people that had Ohio State quarterbacks. Now, I know he's different. You know, he beat Trevor Lawrence in the Sugar Bowl. It's not his fault he lost to the Alabama team, which basically was a juggernaut this season. But Justin Fields will have some rookie moments. I'll tell you the things that he has to get better at, and that's when he came in a game against when he came in for Andy Dalton when he was hurt. So Justin Fields has to work on decision making, not doing dumb shit. His communication needs to be worked because he was getting penalized for it by the refs for a false start. So for that, I think he needs to improve on that as far as just go and shoot the ball downfield as he showed you last Sunday against the Bengals. He threw a dart that was dropped by A-Rob. So everyone wants to complain about how Fields look horrible against the Bengals defense, but they forget he threw an absolute beautiful ball that was dropped by A-Rob and was dropped by Darnell Mooney. So you can't really blame Fields for it because as a receiver, it's your job to catch the ball regardless of the situation. That's what you have to do. So, as I say this right now, I won't get mad at A-Rob and Darnell Mooney considering they haven't had time to play with Justin Fields, which he is working with the ones as of right now today. Hearing good reports about it, though. But Justin Fields will have some good games, and he will have some bad games, which is a rookie's thing. But as long as he has some good games, I'm just happy for the future, okay? I'm not going to get mad if we lose on Sunday. I'm not going to get mad if we wind up not going to the playoffs. I won't be mad. I'll just be happy that we have our quarterback going into next season, possibly a division without Aaron Rodgers to worry about. And that's that. But going into this matchup against the Cleveland Browns, who are 1-1. Okay, they're the same record as us. So, as far as Cleveland goes, I just want to give Cleveland a little credit because Baker is playing horrendously well without Odell Beckham the first two games. But here's key thing. Key thing here, folks. Baker does good without Odell than he does with Odell. So Landry is out for this game, obviously. So they're gonna have. They most likely will have OBJ playing because their number one wide receiver is out, Jarvis Landry. So when it comes to having OBJ, I would say he's gonna look a little rusty because he hasn't played in like years and years. He hasn't played. So when it comes to what's going on with the Chicago Bears or with the Cleveland Browns, I say the Browns are just going to be focusing on the run game, running it with Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt, which will have Eddie Goldman back most likely. We have Mario Edwards reported to camp today after his PAD suspension, so that should not be a problem. Cause assuming that our front seven will be coming to play Sunday as they did against the Bengals, but that's you're playing against a much better offensive line. So I expect them to keep double teaming Khalil Mack, Akeem Hicks. So if our pass rush has to force Baker Mayfield to throw the ball to Odell Beckham, which will have Jalen Johnson cover him, and whoever they're putting on, Kendall Vilnor, and honestly, man, Duke Shelley should be shot. Like I'm being dead ass. Duke Shelley should be shot. He's. I'm not saying that he's better than Marquise Christian because he was a straight ass on Sunday Night Football. But I'd rather roll with Artie Burns than fucking Duke Shelley because Duke Shelley looks like he should be shot. I'm dead ass serious. So that's the part that worries me on the defense. Offensively, the Cleveland Browns defense does not look good, so this is perfect for Justin. You could say it's perfect for Justin Fields to start, but if you look at the pass rush, they got Clowney, they got Myles Garrett. But in order to win, you don't have to feed David Montgomery because the Browns front seven is some nasty stuff. But if you look at their secondary, who got torched by the corpse of Tyrod Taylor, and when he went down, they got torched by some rookie Davis Mills. And I'm confident if Tyrod Taylor stayed in that game, the Texans probably would have won that bitch. But that's none of my business. So if Justin Fields wants to win, he has to show the athleticism, which he's already shown, but this is more on the receiver job than it is on Fields because Justin Fields can air it out, and all the receiver has to do is make the catch. So this should be a big game for Robinson. I expect him to have a two to three touchdown game. I expect Mooney to get a touchdown. I expect us to use the tight ends more that we didn't really use them last game. Maybe Jimmy Graham gets a touchdown this game. Maybe we get Cole Kmet in there. But as far as the run game goes, I just don't see it happening because the front seven is going to make sure David Montgomery does not get much. But I have faith in Montgomery because he did show it against the LA Rams, who have a top 5 defense at best. So I'm predicting this game to be close, but I have the Bears winning at a score of 22-16. Yes, you heard it. I have the Bears winning at a score of 22-16. Justin Fields will have 4 to 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, and he will throw over 200 yards, and he will rush him for a touchdown. As for the defense goes, I'm predicting Baker to have 1 interception. I don't think he's going to be pure dog shit, but if he does, The most interceptions he'll probably throw is 3 because he's shown that before with Odell. But anyway, that's it. That's all. Hit the subscribe button. Like, fair, done, subscribe. As always, bear down.
Let me tell you all a